Hold up. We are live. Welcome back, everybody. It's spooky time. I'm so excited. So, alright. Got my paper. I've got my pen. Have to be able to take notes because this is puzzle game. Alright. Welcome to Barrow Hill. Hope everything's showing up okay. I did my level best, but the game is very old. Like very, very old. It's not the oldest game I've played here, but it definitely ranks up there. Like, this is our custom cursor. It's a square. So. Hey, Benjamin, welcome back. Glad you could make it. Hey, Luke. Alright, so Barrow Hill is made by an indie studio in, I believe, Cornwall. And this game is set on the autumn equinox, so obviously autumn equinox have to play it. They actually came out with a sequel a few years ago, so I've started alternating them. This one is a Barrow Hill Curse of the Ancient Circle year. So, shall we dive in? Also, we have the new emote, right? Yes. For when things get spooky. Okay. So, let's get spooky.
You're listening to BHR, your local radio station on top of the world. It's exactly 15 minutes to 8 and this is Emma Harry. I'll be with you from now till late past the witching hour, and I'm inviting you to stay right here with me. It's 15 degrees outside tonight up here on Barrow Hill. The weatherman's trying to spoil it for us. He says we may be in for some rain tonight, but from where I'm sitting, it looks like it will pass us by.
Hey Roy, welcome back. Good to see ya.
This is Emma Harry on top of the world tonight. Not just any night. For those who don't know, it's the autumn equinox. An important date in the pagan calendar. And you've got 12 hours of darkness ahead. So let's celebrate. Like Alice, we're off down the rabbit hole. I've got 4 in a row for you coming up right here on B.
I reference this game all the time and nobody knows. They'll know now. Hello, Winter Lady. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I have an inventory. Oh, God, I love that font. Alright, so it's the autumn equinox, and like Alice, we're off down the rabbit hole, driving through the Cornish countryside, and our car has broken down in the middle of nowhere. And we cannot go back because there is a force field across the road. Now that is a puzzle game opening. Let's see. Mushrooms? I'm having to, like, remember. Roy asked, do you call AAA or the Ghostbusters? Yeah. Thank you, Luke. Winter Lady says, don't love that. Oh, yeah. It's so atmospheric, though. Like, I love the aesthetic of this game. Roy says, who's going to eat the magic mushrooms first? At some point, we should find a guide. I love this little location. It might be based on a real one, but I can't remember. They set a lot of their games in real or real inspired locations. They've been doing some new stuff recently. Shadow Tor and Dark Fall, both, which they work together a lot. They've been doing a lot of stuff recently with doing 360 scans of like archaeological sites and making walkthrough games and stuff. Okay, we found the gas station. And there's a car idling. With piles of goo next to it. Barrow Hill Service Station. Petrol, Snacks, Motel. Okay. Luke says, you might need to put the little ghost on a t-shirt, and Winter Lady says, I would love the little ghost on a shirt. If I put him on Redbubble, he can be stickers and stuff too. Okay, we have a blue crayon. First thing in our inventory. Do not love the piles of goo. Ah, this one was carrying a book. About Cornish mushrooms. It was also wearing glasses. Pile of goo wearing glasses. Don't love that. Alright, let's head on in. Spooky lighting. Love it. Luke says, why do they need a motel for their snacks? And Winter Lady says, snacks need their rest too. Very true. Well, it's quiet. Ooh, Barrow Hill Circle. There are 2 stone circles here at Barrow Hill. A large circle surrounds the base of the hill, and a smaller circle crowns the top where the ancient barrow can be found. Barrows are burial mounds. These mounds have sometimes been added to much earlier existing ritual sites and have become the round barrows of today. Later, cremated burials may have been placed within beakers or pots and added to existing barrows. Burials may have been made at intervals of several hundred years, spreading from the Bronze Age through the Iron Age and into Roman times. See, they really like trying to teach me stuff. Marked on maps as Tumuli? We'll guess Tumuli. I have no clue, but we'll guess. Barrows are often found in association with stone circles and other ritual sites. The purpose of stone circles and rows is unclear, but is generally accepted as ceremonial. Stone rows and alignments may form avenues. Researchers suggest that circles are aligned astronomically or with other ancient sites and natural features. The stone circles at Barrow Hill are thought to have existed since 2500 BC. Okay, we've got picture. We have drawings from the local school. This one I'm gonna need. Okay, this one has names on it. Oh, it says stone circles are ancient alien landing sites. Put your tinfoil hat on. If there were aliens, the game might be less spooky. Alright, I have to sketch these out real quick. So we've got kind of a tall, skinny one that looks sort of like a person. We have one that looks like a blob having a bad day. See his little mouth? Well, I think it is. We've got more of a squat one. We've got one with kind of a flat bit. Roy says they look like people frozen in solid rock. Shh, no spoilers. Got another one that kind of looks like a person, less pointy than the other. We've got one that's just kind of jagged. And another one that's kind of got a flat bit. Luke says they do, and the middle one looks like a candle. You're not wrong. All right, let's see if I can read their font. Barrow Hill Stone Circle from left to right. Winter Lady says third one from left looks like he lifts. Wait. Excellent. All right. Balago, maybe? I don't know. Melka. One who lifts is Dolment. Okay. Then we have Hammerstone. Stop. It's Hammerstone. Henrik. Gavrok. Ooh, Gavrok would be a good orc name. I want to play an orc named Gavrok. And Kylek. Kylek? I don't know. I don't know Cornish. I know it's a language, but I don't know it. Luke says Gavrok would be a cool character name. Picture of another rock. Megalithic Cornish sites are mysterious ancient places. The earliest Neolithic sites are mystifying chambered tombs, which survive from 4500 BC. These tombs originate from a long-forgotten era. Today there exists doubt about their original use as funeral sites. Such places became reused sacred sites for later settlers in Cornwall. During the later period of the Neolithic 2500 BC, henges were introduced to the landscape, large formed enclosures of earth. Shortly after, these sites were reused and augmented with the mysterious standing stones, or menhirs, and curious holdstones. Standing tall over the centuries, they have watched the landscape, people, religions, and way of life change. Their purpose is debated and theorized to the present day. With the development of metalworking, the Neolithic era became the Bronze Age. A people known as the Beaker folk, named because of the beakers they left with burials. I'm sorry, I can't see Beaker without hearing that. Beep, 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 beep. I have Muppet brain. All right. Named because of the beakers they left with burials, began to settle and trade across the already ancient landscape of Cornwall. With them came the first round barrows. The barrows were the burial and ritual sites of the Beaker folk. As the culture of the Beaker folk developed over time, so did the round barrows they left behind. By 2200 BC, their funeral barrows had developed different architectural styles, which we can recognize today. Well, now I kind of want to look that up. That sounds cool. Do not eat the exhibit. The bread and eggs are at least 2 weeks old. Appreciate the warning. Barrow Hill jigsaw puzzles and postcards. Oh, we can put together the jigsaw puzzle. Like, literally, people are missing. Here we are. We have a jigsaw puzzle. Alright, how many pieces does this seem to have? I don't know if it's going to actually accept the pieces being put together, or if we just have to kind of drag them together and pretend. Because yes, the game is that old. Okay. Click. Oh, it looks like we do get a clue from it. Awesome. Whoop. Roy says the bread looks old, you can use it as a hammer. Luke says bread's so stale you can use it to slap a ghost. So I don't know if what's in this is a ghost or not. It's spooky, whatever it is. but I'm not sure what I think it is. Boop. Oh, I think it's altar stone. Mm-hmm. There we go. I can hear the clock in the game ticking as I'm doing it, though, and it's like, I'm solving it as fast as I can. There we go. Winter Lady says it's a diamond. That is also an option. Okay, it's not perfect, but... Woohoo, Roy says at certain sites around the UK, they did use them as sacrificial stones where they would sacrifice everything. Yeah. Okay, hold up. Alright, so we've got the altar stone. We can find that later. Okay. Ooh, they have a harvest festival.
If I sit here, it won't know where I am.
Wonderful. I pick up the pamphlet about pagan and Wiccan magic and hear a voice talking. Okay, Ooh. Welcome one and all. Welcome to the magical land of Cornwall. This green landscape is the oldest and deepest of the counties which form the ancient British Isles. Fairies and sprites. Delightful magical creatures. Not all of them are delightful. Okay, delightful magical creatures exist alongside mankind. They have tended the hedgerows, woodland glades, and fields alongside the green man. Many stories feature the fairy folk and earth sprites. These almost forgotten fables feature tales of great good and also terrible darkness and evil. As you pass through Cornwall's green corridors, that's where our car broke down. Please be aware that elves and elementals watch you pass. Fearing your destructive nature, please respect the land and it will respect you and your loved ones. I don't think it loves me much, though. Okay, and then they have some stuff about colors for different crystals, which we probably will need later. Hey, Lociation, welcome, welcome. Autumn equinox, celebrated in September. This is the most mysterious of the harvest festivals. Night and day are the exact same length and welcome in the winter and the end of the yearly cycle. Celtic gods walk among us, observing and receiving gifts from the land. Okay. Lovely. And then we have myths and legends of Barrow Hill. Maybe we should check out this talking first. Ancient Cornwall. Annika's Well. Visit Cornwall. Altar Stone. And Barrow Hill Stone Circle. Alright, let's check out the crazy talk and then we'll go read that last pamphlet. Knock knock, hello.
What? What's that? Who are you? You can't. It wasn't there. But then it came up. I heard it. Oh my God. The power went. Then there was a huge surge and all the lights flared in the forecourt. I went into the kitchen, but it was too dark to see. When I came back out, it was there, standing by the motel in the gloom. I couldn't light that stupid lantern anyway. You might need it if you're out there. With that thing, you'll be able to get about easier. If you can get it working. Can't you hear it? Searching. What was it? They told me, don't work up here. My mum, she said it was a bad place. To stay away. Why didn't I listen? Those stupid old stories and the freaks that tell them. Maybe they were right. Stay away. Stay away from the Barrow.
Winter Lady says, a diamond!
Anybody ever find me?
We don't
Will I
know.
disappear
I don't
soon?
know. I've played the game quite a few
Another
times and I don't know.
corner
I have a
in
different
paper?
theory every
Another
time.
clipping for the scrapbook?
So can I just say, I know that it's Cornwall, but I can relate so much through Appalachia. Like, there is enough overlap. Myths and Legends of Barrow Hill. The story of Mulgred. Mulgred? Again, I don't know Cornish. Alright. A long time ago, in an age before our forefathers, the ancient rulers of this land placed upon Barrow Hill the sum of all their magics. For millennia beforehand, the people had fought off the approaching armies of darkness who dwelt in the dark and stagnant places like an infestation of evil. These creatures of the netherworld had escaped their lower level of existence with the help of Mulgred, who now ruled them from a twisted labyrinth of Phogos caves beneath the hill. Mulgred had turned to the dark arts and started following the path of the darkest necromancy. His mind and body had deformed with the dark powers until his very soul was possessed with wickedness and festering evil. So necromancer's one of the options. The ruling kings banded together and marched upon Barrow Hill, which held the entrance to Mulgred's lair. There they began their chants and placed upon the earth a spell that would entomb Mulgred and his netherworld minions. To guard the prison, the kings themselves became tall standing rocks, encircled about the seal. They have guarded it for centuries to ensure it would never be opened again. And we have another one, the fall of Balin? Okay. The ruler of Cornovia had traveled to Ireland in order to make a bond between the lands of the Celtic faiths. There he met with King Phalo, and they began to build their alliances. All was well until one eve Balin's eyes fell upon Phalo's daughter. Oh, that's always the beginning of the end. She was a girl of beauty, and Balin could not help but follow her siren-like charm to a tower chamber. There she beckoned him to enter through a doorway. Balin was transfixed by her magic as the door closed behind him, and his mind was lost to the fair lady. Suddenly the tower door burst open, and there stood Phalo, sword in hand. With one swipe he smote off Balin's head. Phalo looked around for the girl, who faded away with a mischievous giggle, for it was not really Phalo's daughter, as she had passed away years before. It was in fact an imp in disguise who had ensnared Balin's mind, as it had his daughter. Oh, that's a cool story idea. Balin's head. This sounds very Bronn the Blessed, but Balin's head was taken back to Cornwall by his men and placed upon a stone atop a hill. There it began to speak and instructed them to build a shrine around it. The head would wait until the ancient kingdom of Cornovia was in its greatest peril. That time he would awake, and his ethereal body would rise from the earth to defend his kingdom. Okay, so there's 3 different stories about what the barrow and the circle of stones around it could be. Story number 3, Teeth of the Demon. A diamond! The earth was still new, its plane of existence green and lush. The most spectacular of the lands was that of Cornwall. Sprites flicked between the trees and plants, tending to them as they went. Their song sang out beautifully and echoed about the lands as far as the Isle of Lioness, where lived an evil demon of molten rock and fire who looked upon the lands with contempt and disgust. He had existed long before the lands of Cornwall and was jealous of the sprites. Their song of beauty had driven him to despair. Each note burnt his twisted body. He set out one day to take revenge. He burrowed into the ground and began to tunnel from the island towards the mainland. As he clawed the earth in front of him, he threw the rock back out of his tunnel. It fell from the isle into the sea and caused a huge wave. The demon continued to rip open the earth. The spines on his back sliced a groove in the roof of his tunnel like a massive crack. Finally, the demon reached Cornwall. With a huge roar, he frantically clawed his way out of the ground. His fiery skin tore open the rock, and he pushed his open mouth forth to bellow fire into the sky and turn the forest into ash. He broke the surface at the same time that the wave he had created washed over the Isle of Lyonesse and sank it beneath the sea. The strength of his roar caused the tunnel roof to crack open, and cold seawater surged up the tunnel. Reaching the demon, it doused him and smothered his fiery body. He turned to stone as his mouth burst through the forest floor. Today his body lies in slumber beneath Barrow Hill. The earth is still pierced by the teeth from his gaping mouth, and the spines on his back show through the surface. If you stand in the circle of teeth, you can hear the echoes of his dying roar. I'll pass.
It will be me then.
Appreciate the offer, but I will pass on that.
Out of the darkness.
Alright, now... the dude in the office who seems to be having a panic attack, or several, said something about trying to get a lantern lit. Power went out and we need to get a lantern lit. Luke says, see the scenic teeth, hear the charming wails of anguish. Again, in Appalachia, this sounds very familiar to me. They have little chocolate cakes. Oh wow, as long ago as this was, their cigarette pack still says smoking kills. Oh, Ben, thank you for the flowers you left me. They were a lovely surprise. You know how much work I've been putting into my night course. The exam over, I look forward to finding out how I've scored. Wish me luck. I was wondering if you'd like to go out and celebrate. Or not, as the case may be, when I get the results. I'm sure George will let you have a night off. M. I don't know. When did they start requiring the warnings like that? Oh, and then we have an article about King Arthur and the Arthurian legends connection to Cornwall. Oh, this is cool. It says, because it's got all this stuff about Arthurian legend. It says we can say for certain that the term Arthur has become a collective name, absorbing stories of a hero of the ancient people and their rulers, forgotten kings, and great warriors. Who were these ancient powers that have been consumed by the Arthurian legends we know today? That's one of those cool things that I think about a lot. Oh, there's a crossword. I don't know if the computer will let me screenshot it, though. Alright, there's a creepy sound that keeps coming up. I don't like that. Ah, thank you, Luke. Ooh, 16 across is Anglo-Saxon concept for doom, destiny, and fate. 4 letters. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, but I think it's like Gesh. It's like G-A-E-S, maybe? Okay, no, I need to walk away. I need to walk away because otherwise... Yep, because otherwise I will try to solve the whole puzzle and just remember all of them in my head. No, we're not doing that today. Oh, they have a menu. Barrow Hill Service Station menu. Scampi in a basket and chips and salad garni? What is garni? Fish and chips and mushy peas. Oh, hey, Mrs. First, welcome. It's so good to see you. How are you doing? Oh, locally baked Cornish pasty and chips and salad garni. Again, what is this garni thing? Soup of the day and bread roll. sausage and mashed potato and onion gravy. And sweets. Your lady says mushy peas. Oh, it's a whole thing. A new continental corner. Chicken Kiev and chips. Lasagna and salad garni. Spaghetti bolognese and garlic bread. Sweet and sour chicken and prawn toast. Prawn toast. See, I keep thinking garnish, but... Ooh, chicken curry and rice and naan bread and chutney. Mmm. And cheeseburger and chips. Oh wow, that's continental. Mrs. First says, doing well, just got off the phone with my son. It's always good to hear from the kids. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, they've got little tarts. Oh, you can eat the tart. Let me take one bite and then put it back with the bite not taken out. So I can chomp it again. Raspberry tart. To all staff, please note that fake 10-pound notes are circulating in this area. Any notes accepted will be deducted from pay. Things to look out for. Is the note blurred? Does the note feel thin or fat? Is the note blank? Is the note in English? And is the note rectangular? All right, then. Ooh, Babs Cabs. Can we call a cab? I'm writing it down. 0503565636. School disco, hardcore trance. Okay. Featuring DJ Doormat. Mrs. First says, the tart looks good. It's making me want to bake. Ah, this is the guy who makes their local baked pasties. And she says, this looks like a fun game. It's fun and spooky. So we were driving through the Cornish countryside on the autumn equinox, and our car broke down as we entered an ancient stone circle, and we can't get out because there's a force field. Roy says, call for a cab and you get the pizza man. Oh gosh. Oh. There's a note. Ben. Maggie has phoned in sick today and Carol is still on holiday. I shall be here during the day, working in the office while it is quiet. I can cover your role on the pumps if you can work in the kitchen. The washing up can wait till tomorrow if you're too busy. Mr. Morse has also requested that you keep the volume down on that radio. I know the evening shift can be boring, but try to keep the noise down a little as the poor guy is trying to sleep. Please have a tidy up and vacuum this evening. G. Yeah, there's some sort of force where we can't walk between the stones again. It killed our car. And Ben, who works at the service station, has locked himself in the office and is babbling about something in the shadows. So, Wednesday 21st, looks like. All right. Oh, wait, can we get into any of this? Need a key. Ben, can you deliver Phil's dinner to Motel Room 2 tonight at 6:30? He said he'll be out on his evening rounds of the dig site, so just leave it for him when he gets back in. Don't forget the lock is set too. Okay. Wait. So room 2 is 654. Okay. We'll need that. That's dark. Oh, he said the power went out. So we can't walk any further into it. Oh! Out of matches. Okay. Trying to remember where we find more matches. Okay. Let's walk out here. There's a swing set. Ooh. Do I want to be back here before we have a flashlight? I didn't jump that time. About the first 8 times I played the game, I screamed. I was good. I didn't jump that time. Okay. Our newspaper articles are Cat's face appears in sweet and sour chicken ball. The woman who found it accepted the vision as a miraculous message from her beloved cat Smudge and has begun a vigorous diet. Lucian says, I remember the spooky music and sound effects from when you played this every autumn equinox. Oh yeah. Roy says, quote the Raven, nevermore. Indeed. Yeah. And then, oh, there's a new telecommunication mast in the area. Okay. We'll need to know about that later. Anything else? Nope.
I've seen it.
He's not doing
It will
well.
be looking for me. The ancient kings, they've been awoken. Why? Why? What's gonna happen? It will be me that is coming out of the darkness.
That's Ben.
Why was it now? Why did I have to be here? Why tonight? I've seen it. It will be looking for me.
Luke says he's been better. Oh yeah. So... So he's saying that the ancient kings have awoken. And... I think the ancient kings have awoken and that because he saw it, it'll be looking for him next. Okay, so there's the telecommunications mast. Sweet. Let's get back around to the front of the building. I'm still trying to remember where the matches are. I want to say the bathroom. So I think the gents. Stop feeding seagulls harms them and us. Lovely. Can't get water there. Yes, matchbox. No comment. It is indeed a gas station bathroom in the middle of nowhere. Don't think there's anything of note in the ladies. Lights are flickering. Don't love that. You can sit in here and watch the lights flicker. Don't love that either. Alright. So we have matches. We should be able to get the lantern lit. This is a wide boy toilet. Lucian says, I really don't like things of note in a bathroom. But it's not letting me click on the... There we go. Okay. Sweet. Now we have a lantern. we can look around the very creepy kitchen. Oh yeah, he definitely left the dishes for tomorrow. Ew. That's a lot of dishes. Cafe must have been very busy. Okay, is there a fuse box or something in here? Ah, yes. This is left to right lobby, cafe lights, cafe main, kitchen lights, kitchen main. Whew. Okay, there we go. That was terrifying. That is very DIY. Okay then. Yeek. I don't know if I would trust the food out of this kitchen. Wash your hands. An uncooked egg could be murder. Do not kill your customers. Alright. Oh, there's their canned peas. A basket. Taking the basket. Egg cups. We'll just take the whole box of those. Those will be important later. There's lots of things that we can look at that don't do anything. Which is kind of nice. Oh, radio. Roy says turn the light back off so we can't see the dirty, dirty dishes. It's 15.9. There should be a sign on the wall,
Refused to compromise this
but I think it's 15.9.
And this is Emma Harry, back on the air again after that power cut. I'll be your nightlight till around about 1 o'clock, so long as we don't have any more power outs. I've braved outside to fire up the generator and I'm up and running under my own steam. High tonight at the BHR station, alone here on Barrow Hill. Though I could swear I saw someone up here with me a moment ago. With a little bit less daylight this time of year, you can imagine anything in that ever-increasing darkness. Why not give me a call and say hello on 585? And in case you've forgotten, it's the autumn equinox, the beginning of autumn. Or for those from across the pond, the beginning of fall. And while the daylight hours are dwindling, there's a harvest festival celebration tomorrow down by the harbour. But if you're so excited you can't sleep, well, stay up with me and I'll figure out some way to keep you occupied.
Winter Lady says whatever's on the walls is disgusting. Mrs. First says, I think it may look more scary now that the lights are on. Winter Lady says, if you can't see them, then they don't exist. Ugh. Yeah. I don't have keys or anything, so I can't open that. Okay, but we do still have the lantern, too. Hey, Ben.
Who's that? Oh, it's you. I've been watching you on the CCTV camera. Walking about. Don't you know what's out there? I hear it. The voices in my head. They echo on and on and on. Timeless. Fearless. Faceless. It's heavy with sleep after feeding. It'll wake soon. It'll come for you. It's tracking you. Following your scent. And mine. I hope you're next. Then maybe it'll leave me alone. The shadow moves. Even with that lamp, you'll not get far. It's only a matter of time before it finds you, hunts you down. If I can hide long enough, someone's bound to come. Maybe I can get away. And why shouldn't I? Why? Why? Maybe it was you all along. Murderer. Murderer. They were just arriving. They'd just driven in and it caught them. Burnt them. Cut them down as they ran. It happened in seconds. It couldn't have been real. I must have been dreaming. Get away from me!
I don't think he's well. So, it's heavy with sleep after feeding? Ooh. I mean, me on Thanksgiving, but also... Ooh. Winter Lady thinks he has Gollum vibes. Nasty hobbits. Alright, went through there. We can wander around a bit. Oh, we can get into room number 2. It was 654. Aha. Okay. I actually quite like the green on the walls. This whole room is quite cozy. Oh no, do I need to make this in-house flipper? Hey Boomer, welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. How are you doing today? Those are very wide toilets. Okay, reasonably tidy. Some really cool sketches. Yeah, I've got these right. Nice. Yeah, we're getting spooky for the autumn equinox. We even have the new spooky emote. I'm very excited about it. Okay, we have a map. So this is where our car broke down. That would be Annika's well, which we passed on our way up here. So across from Annika's well, got a path that goes up into the woods and leads to a path that goes up the hill to the Barrow and also down to the altar stone. We came on back here to the gas station, and that has another path up there. That would be the communications tower. Down here. Okay, the road continues on for a while. On the right, looks like it goes back into the swamps. There's BHR and its communications tower. And then there's also something on the left near the other edge. Okay. Because there's stone circles, or there's standing stones that are part of the larger stone circle at either end here. And then the smaller stone circle up here on the Barrow. Ooh, Barrow Hill radio. We found a trowel. Oxbridge Institute of Archaeological Studies. Oh my gosh, 2005. That's how old the game is. Is that like 18 years? Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, this game could vote. Alright. Hi, Pete. I saw an article about the dig in the newspaper today. It condemns those working on it and anybody supporting it, so not overly positive. Sounds like social media. It's a small, cheap article, even so, you know there are some fanatical people out there. They are opposed to the idea of any archaeological investigations. A small site like Barrow Hill is bound to upset them, especially those based down in Cornwall. They think the county is an island cut off from the rest of us. The article has the usual big mouth quotes and some ridiculous talk of evil tidings. What are these people like? Be careful, you know how obsessive some people can be. Hopefully the site is secure and Conrad knows his enemies. Lucy. Boomer says, I want to design an anti-social media site. I would be one of the first to sign up. Oh. Found a phone with low battery. Oh. Anything else in there? Dear Peter, thank you for accepting the post as my assistant for the excavation at Barrow Hill. I have enclosed an area map, train tickets, and instructions for your journey. I will collect you from the local train station, Witchwood, upon your arrival. Ooh. I will have checked into the motel near the site. The bookings for the coming months have been confirmed. Should have already received the preliminary excavation schedule. Well, Boomer, that's just regular social media now. Have you looked at a comment section on anything recently? Because, ouch. I'm having to back off for my mental health. Okay, we will start by studying the geography of the entire area, as you will have already read. I look forward to working with you. Your reputation, no doubt, is well earned. Yours, C. Morse. Okay, so that would be the Mr. Morse that was sleeping. That wanted Ben to keep the music down, and also the Conrad from the other letter. Okay, I can't look at the briefcase. I do quite like the room, though. Okay, another map of the area, same stuff, just a little bit less complicated with the forest around it. Ooh, cool sketch of the excavation. Oh, I need... There we go. Ooh, from Pete. What was that? Dear Lucy, thanks for the letters. It's been a long time since we last spoke, I know, but there's comfort in knowing you are scrutinizing our findings. Your report on the soil samples from our trenches arrived yesterday. Conrad is deep in the details. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Conrad wanted a full survey of the hill, including the outer circle, using GPS, but the machine seems broken. Instead, we have opened up an explorative trench into the mound of the barrow in the center of the circle. The geophysical survey suggests we might have some interesting finds. I'll keep you posted. Conrad has become more fixated with the site than the protesters, the hippies who arrived recently. They have been hiding and stealing things in the night. We have resorted to hiding our stuff in an empty motel room. It's a pain, but necessary. I've noticed Conrad has been sipping a little more than usual from his hip flask of whiskey. He's all worked up tonight after losing the thing. We are digging a new trench at the time. He's gone out again to look for it. It's a strange devotion. Hang on. Weird. Lucy, listen. Something very strange is going on here. At first I thought it was my imagination. I'll tell you more in person. Pete. I don't think he's gonna get a chance to tell her. Ooh, cool sketch of the radio station. And Annika's well from another angle. Ooh, Journal of Pete Aston. What a day. I've just been given the opportunity to join Conrad Morse's excavation of the scheduled ancient monument known as Barrow Hill. Barrow Hill. I've begun this journal to keep track of information regarding the project. Boomer says, back shortly looking up difference between explorative and exploratory. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Alright, June 11th, Professor Morse has personally funded this dig and is providing a more than generous wage. The funds will allow me to investigate other sites I've been dying to get my trowel into. I was surprised that permission to dig the site has been granted. The initial document submitted by Conrad suggests that the barrow has been left undisturbed from ancient times. Ooh. The stones are still standing and are very impressive from the images I have seen. They are all unique with individual shapes and character. Barrow Hill has so far been kept out of the tourist eye, and even local people avoid the area. I hope this means the dig goes uninterrupted. June 18th, Conrad's timetable for the dig arrived this morning. His objectives are clearly set out. Our first task will be to establish authentication of the stone circle by digging a test pit trench around each stone. Any finds will be recovered and soil samples collected from each strata. All collections will be initially examined before being shipped off for detailed scientific investigation, photography, and conservation, which Mr. Morse tells me he has already arranged. The trenches will need to be recovered almost immediately, as members of the public could turn up at any moment. Thankfully, storing the soil and turf is not a problem. June 21st, I had another letter from Professor Morse. He is keen to begin work on the site and has asked me to join him in Cornwall. I'll leave later this week and meet Conrad at a small branch line train station known as Witchwood. I can't wait. June 25th, the Barrow Hill site is amazing and unspoilt, with exception to the service station that will be home for the coming months. All the equipment is unpacked and ready. There are some friendly staff here at the service station. They seem pleased to have guests staying. I have the feeling this area doesn't get many visitors. Ooh, cool sketch. Creepy, but cool. Tomorrow we begin the first task to establish the site's authenticity. We will begin with the circle around the apparent barrow. The barrow does seem rather small. No doubt more lies beneath. The concentration of ancient monuments here at Barrow Hill is astounding. How they have survived over the centuries is a mystery to me. July 5th. Conrad has already had the top of the hill surveyed by a geophysics team. They will process the data and send us the results soon. I still find geophysical surveys an amazing asset. To be able to look through the earth and see what is below using radar or magnetic signals. The interpretation will be interesting, but nothing is quite like revealing the past layer by layer. I look forward to putting my trowel to use. We stole his trowel. July 27th, we've finally begun digging up on the hill. I began the first test pit around the small stone known as Melka. Yep. It stands second to left as you enter the circle by the information board. The stone is evidently in its original position. I found a small broken pot. After initial study, I packed it up with its contents of soil ready to send off for further study. What could have been contained inside the pot? We have speculated that the pot is a later addition to the site. It looks too small to have been a burial or cremation. Maybe it was an offering. Conrad has been digging test pit 2. Right. So Malka was pit 1. And Gavrok is pit 2. Conrad has been digging test pit 2 on the exact opposite side of the circle, a stone known as Gavrok. Looks a little like a person with their hands on their hips. In fact, most of the stones look like one thing or another. No wonder there are so many stories about the circle in these parts. July 29th. The soil conditions here are good for preserving finds. I've dug around the Baliga stone, pit 3. We'll need this today. It's the first stone on the left of the entrance according to the service station's notice board. It's amazing. A total of 3 pots have been recovered, one in front of each stone excavated. So far, 2 are almost intact, the other is broken into fragments. It looks like the pots must have had some ritual significance rather than burial. But what that ritual was may be lost to the corridor of time. Okay, there's incorrect months in here, whatever. Alright, the weather has been very kind during the day, but the nights have a cold chill about them. In July? Oh yeah, Cornwall. When the sun goes down, it plunges this area into total darkness. I've been digging pit 4 around the Dolment stone. 4. Another pot is slowly emerging. I hope to lift it tomorrow to the safety of the finds tray. Conrad has been looking around the outer circle these last few days. He says he is trying to understand the possible purpose of the site. He didn't visit the circle at all today. I saw him sipping away at his hip flask near the altar stone deeper in the woods. Whoop. Conrad has been helping me excavate around the hammerstone. We dug a larger trench this time, number 5. Hammerstone? 5. I took further soil samples for analysis. We uncovered another broken pot in the process. That's 5 pots now. Conrad has become a little less chatty. I guess his mind is busy working on ideas. It feels a little lonely here. The staff at the service station are nice but simple. One girl, Maggie, is studying in night school and hopes to go to university. At least she has some ambition to do more than serve chips. There's nothing wrong with serving chips. I've known some very nice people who served very nice chips. No matter how deep I dig, there's still no sign of the Hammerstone's base. Conrad said to leave the trench for now and move on to the Kylix stone. I've begun trench 6 to the right of the entrance and next to the stone known locally as Gavrock. I've backfilled the trench like we did with the others. The site still looks as it did before once the turf is replaced. You wouldn't even know he'd been there. While I continue my excavations at the Kylix stone, Conrad began trench pit number 7 around the tallest stone. It stands towards the rear of the circle as you approach the center. I wonder about the origin of the stone's names. Conrad's current excavation is around Henrik, which we are told it is known as. This morning I found a bunch of fern leaves attached to my motel room door. No doubt someone thought it was funny. Actually, it looked quite nice. Conrad is working around other areas of the site, leaving me working on the trenches. He asked me additionally to look at the outlying menhir known as the Sentry Stone. He was quite insistent. I have left the other trenches whilst I do that. I have dug deep to what seems to be the base of the Sentry Stone. There were no dramatic finds, unlike the stones in the circle. I think I saw some small charcoal-like lumps in the soil. I've sent a sample to be looked at under the microscope. Conrad has locked himself away in the motel. I assume he had some bad news. He's often writing away in his journal. He is funny. He carries around his PDA and modern gadgets, but scribbles in an old notebook. I guess he can afford to be eccentric. Right. This morning, we discovered that the trench pits had been refilled. We had lifted the turf as always and stacked it ready to place back. However, this morning, all was relayed neatly, almost as if the ground had not been disturbed. Some tools were found broken in the undergrowth. Somebody doesn't want us here and is messing about with the excavation. Conrad has left in his jeep saying he will return with some remote cameras. They will allow us to watch the site after nightfall. I hope he returns soon. Even in his increasingly reserved state, it is nice to have company. Conrad and I have been busy surveying the outer area once again. This time, we tried to use his GPS system to plot the shape of the land. I fear the machine is broken as the signal here is erratic. We won't be able to get the digital map Conrad wanted. I will have to draw up our own plans. We've heard from the lab. The report on our dig finds has arrived. I was surprised to read who was working at the other end. I haven't seen Lucy in a long time. If things had been different back then. Memories. Received another letter from Lucy. She hopes to visit Barrow Hill. That would be nice. She'll also get a chance to see the site for herself. I spent a few hours this afternoon visiting our neighbor, the local radio station BHR, broadcast from the other side of Barrow Hill. Despite the area being returned to its marsh-like habitat, Ms. Harry seems to be making the best of the situation. I think she has plans to run the place as a wetland center. While she gave me a bundle of bumper stickers and flyers, I guess I shall have to listen to her show. Finally found my journal. Time for a long overdue update. I have no idea why it vanished. Stolen? During the night, the dig equipment was scattered around the area and the tent was half knocked to the ground. There have been some protests recently which haven't helped matters. They're doing more damage to the site than our archaeology ever could. George, the manager of the service station, has allowed us to use the empty motel room to store some of our equipment to protect it. The room has only just been decorated, so I promised that there would be no muddy spades and boots. He sent Ben over to help us move the equipment. Protesters are vandals. Rain, rain, rain. I think Conrad has been singing in his room. I've heard some strange sounds at night, not helped by the blasted wind chimes nearby. Perhaps he was singing along to them. The rain has just let up. The nearby well was overflowing today. I shall have to look up more details about the well and the legend of Saint Annika. Something is inscribed on a slab which is erected outside of the entrance, but isn't clear enough to read. Other wells I visited have usually developed from a pagan myth or legend, later to be associated with a Christian saint. Wells are often reused ancient religious or pagan sites. Cool sketch. Tomorrow we will begin phase 2 of the dig. We're going to start at first light to give ourselves a longer day. The aim is to authenticate and perhaps date the Barrow itself. Exciting times. This will be the first exploratory trench to open up the mound. Sometimes I wonder if we are doing the right thing, but Conrad's enthusiasm is persuasive. What we find will help us to protect the site in the future, but I still feel a strong sense of unease. I'm bound to be busy over the coming weeks. This dig has been an adventure, and Phase 2 will take it to a whole new level. In fact, there'll be a level below. And that is the last entry. I would very much appreciate it if I could close those curtains, but I cannot, so that's fine. Oh, wait. Dadgummit. Forgot to turn the radio on. Every time you find a radio, there's another clip from BHR.
Ahoy, mateys! This is BHR. It's Emma Harry beaming a signal across the sea from the crew and the Jolly Sailor. Fishing 15 miles out tonight. Here's a warm hello and keep a watch out for any dark clouds heading in from the west. I haven't rechecked with the weatherman just yet, so I can't say for sure about that rain. But there's a bright moon in the sky and a gentle breeze. You can almost smell that equinox. Quiet, Wincy. I'm Emma Harry, and if you don't have anything to do right now, I'll be right here playing music all through the witching hour till about 1 o'clock. Wincy's here to keep me company, grinning like a Cheshire cat, and I'm here to keep you company. We've got a caller on the line. Hello, you're live on air at BHR.
Get away! Get away! No! No! Save me! You've got to get me out of here.
I know this voice.
It's here. I saw it from the window. It got them and it's after me too.
Ben.
It got all of them. We're the only ones left. You've got to run. Run, don't you see?
Ben,
He woke something
is
up.
that you?
It's here and it's hungry. All those stories, they're all true.
Are you
People
messing
have
about?
vanished Here, been taken for him. Taken to it by his own army. They could be anywhere, anything. He controls it all. The rocks,
what's going
the
on?
feeding. I thought I was safe, but I'm not. It's only a matter of time. Get me out. Let me out. It will hear me.
That's a little strange. I hope that was a joke. I'll try and give him a call back. If there are any other late night listeners who want to give me a call, the number, as always, is 585-21. I've got some more music for the rest of you and a few nice surprises coming up. Not least our usual book at bedtime. For those who need to catch up, the Mad Hatter expects you at the tea party. Before that, I'll be ready to check in with the weatherman. In the meantime, relax while I play these songs and messages.
Sure, we relax after that phone call. It's here and it's hungry. Very relaxing. I go back this way. Yes. Ah. Stop the dig. And I guess it's supposed to be ash, not slime. Stop the dig, save Barrow Hill. Permission has recently been granted to destroy one of England's most important ancient monuments in the name of archaeology. Conrad Morse has been given the go-ahead to rip up the ancient stone circle and burial mound on Barrow Hill. He's not ripping it up, we just read about it. Including the outer circle and stone row in pursuit of archaeological glory. Despite claims that the investigation will preserve any finds and the site is a protected monument, Morse is no more than a self-righteous treasure hunter. The area has never been disturbed before and should be left in its natural state, not dissected and put under a microscope. It belongs in a museum. The excavation is already underway and your support is needed to save as much of the site from desecration as possible. The archaeologists must be stopped. Join the protest on Barrow Hill and send your letters of complaint to your local council and county heritage representative. Okay, that way goes to Witchwood train station. Okay. So yeah, I've always thought it was slime. Apparently it's ash. And both Luke and Boomer thought that it said stop the pig. That'd be a really bad pig. Boomer says, it's okay, I've heard Morse works by a firm, unchangeable code. But tis. Oh, there's another one. That one was wearing sunglasses. Okay. That one had sneakers. Everyone thought it was stop the pig. Yeah, okay, that's terrifying. Okay. So we found the avenue. Oh. This would be the time for the spoopy emote. As the lights go out, one by one. Oh dear. Okay, and... Okay. No. I did not tell you to do that. What? We're dead. Do we get a second chance? Okay, apparently. Okay, so the Sentry Stone burns people to death. And it moves in the dark. So this would be why Ben is freaking out. Winter Lady says, Damon! It's a Damon rock! Yeah? Apparently? Telephone booth. Okay, that's not working. Okay, that way, I believe goes back up to the service station. Okay, this would be, somewhere out here at least, I think, is the way to BHR. But it won't let me do it. Yet. Alright, we're gonna keep going this way. Boomer says to ask the voices about their car's extended warranty and they will leave and it will all be safe again. Oh, that would be Conrad's Jeep. And the obligatory pile of ash. Okay. Huh. I'm guessing these pictures... Oh! Gavrock. I'm guessing these pictures were taken by one of the developers. Oh, that must be one of the holdstones that was mentioned in one of the articles we found. Okay. Barrel excavation. Oh, alright. Hold up. It says controversy incited locals during the mid-1960s when the construction of a service station went ahead near the Barrow site, with locals avoiding the area. It went unnoticed until completion. Mystery still surrounds the disappearance of the construction workers. The attention promoted visitors to the area. The stories have since become part of local folklore, and the area only raised its head from myth and legend when a telecommunications mobile mast was installed near behind service station. To add to local mystery and unease, the workers of 2001 disappeared from the very site. The police have yet to discover their whereabouts. The existing archaeological information available on Barrow Hill is due to the work of the missing Professor Amelia Rumford. Notes, sketches, surveys, and studies were found abandoned in her satchel bag at the site. This further missing person only added to the folklore of demons and danger at the ancient site. Okay, so the people who built the gas station disappeared, and the people who put up the cell phone tower disappeared. Oh, so we found some of Conrad's writing. It is coming for me. I hear the sentry crashing through the undergrowth. It knows where I am. It knows I tried to flee, yet I am trapped here. There is little time left for me. Why didn't I listen more closely to the whispers? Were they a warning or an instruction? Were they the voices from ghosts of the past? I thought I was beginning to understand the ancient monument, yet now I know I was just stumbling about in darkness. If only I had known what we were about to disturb when we opened the barrow, when I disturbed the barrow. He has been waiting for so long, waiting to be awoken once more. His hunter approaches. My time is almost over. Oh, we found his driver's license in the ash pile. Okay. And PBA. Alrighty. Ooh, radio?
Somebody's messing about up here with me tonight. Freaking me out a little, which I assume was their idea. Why anybody wants to spend a night crashing about in the bushes, I don't know. Maybe Wincy will see them off. I can't get an outside line, but hopefully you'll be able to call in to me here at Barrow Hill on 585-2131. It's exactly 15 minutes to 8. No, that can't be right. It looks like my clock stopped. Well, this is Emma Harry. Why not give me a call and let me know the correct time? The number again is 585-2131. I've lined up some more tunes to ease you into the night. So let's get down to business.
Right, so she says her clock stopped at 15 minutes to 8. 15 minutes to 8 is when the force field took us out. So that's when our car died. And it's when the power failed at the gas station. And apparently she also had a power failure and her clock stopped. So interesting. Can I look through this? Ah, remote cameras. Luckily, I don't see anything moving, and it looks like the sentry is gone, which on the one hand, that means we can probably go back to the barrow. On the other hand, the rock has moved again, and we don't know where. So that's nice. Alright, the 4 remote cameras will allow me to keep watch over the dig site. I have to guard the circle while these protesters are about. My dreams are filled with images. Yet when I awake, confusion descends upon me and the clarity is gone. The whispers on the wind, I followed their instructions. Nobody else knows what I've done, what I have set free. What on earth? What was I thinking? What were you thinking? I know now what I have released. There is so much more I have to explain. I am staying in room 3. The service station motel. I must not forget my motel door. Okay. Roy says fresh fruit from a vending machine. I think it's fruit juice, if I remember correctly. So room 3. 3, 5, 4. Oh dear. Oh. Okay. He sees us all. He sees me. Deep. He watches his slumber. Ancient kings. He has awoken. We have a sketch that might be a biblically accurate angel? Or two? Kings. The power of the ancient. Stop the something. Stop me. Why don't we listen? The message was left embedded in our very souls. He was one of many, and those like him feel the pain we inflict. Taking what was once good and pure and miraculous, we abuse it and the trust he granted us. I don't think he's doing well. Roy says some people shouldn't be allowed to have crayons. Ooh, yeah. The soil is rich with energy. The lines are clear to me. The seal is cracking. The future open. I see. What am I saying? In fever I write drivel that makes no sense. I'm glad you recognize that. If it were not my handwriting in my own hand which holds the pen, I would never believe it. He lays waiting, watching us in the forgotten cage that has become his prison. His temple was forgotten. Soon he will send forth his hounds and begin the hunt again. The geophysical survey has arrived. It is a fabulous development in the archaeological toolkit to be able to create an image through the ground beneath our feet by compositing all the data taken by magnetic and radio probing of the very earth we are to excavate. The imagery will take some time to interpret, but I have no doubt that secrets lay hidden amongst the digital mess. What lies beneath the barrow still remains to be discovered. Ceremonial sites in Cornwall. Chambered barrows, quoits, entrance barrows, stone circles, hold stones, menhirs, round barrows, beehive huts. I don't know. Chapels, parish churches, stone crosses, inscribed stones. Cool. Then, all the gizmos we found. He sees us as vermin, a disease now eating away creation, his country. Like a plague, we rip the goodness from the earth and replace it with only the excrement of our existence. That seems extreme. Why must I suffer these fools? Why must he hunger beneath? Ooh. Archaeology is not about destruction. The idiots who call themselves protesters are damaging what we seek to understand. The science and knowledge we uncover is vital for the future. To understand and appreciate is a gift these vandals lack in the newfound expressions of self-invented worth. The centuries guard his resting place, honored over time, to please him, yet forgotten. Now they stand alone, decaying, forgotten and clouded in myth with no purpose. An age has passed since they judged the offerings. I will honor him. What am I saying? I am a man of science. Yet to understand one must explore the possibilities. Myth and legend often stem from a truth. True tales told over time become the fables we hear today. Time is something. Oh dear. That one's a claw. That one I can recognize. And that appears to be the green man? Okay. Yeah, I don't think Conrad's been well for a while. That's a diamond face. Sees me. Something about his slumber. That might be an eye. Okay. Oh, Association stopped to close up the chickens. Says she's back. 2 escapees. Back where they belong. I don't know how those chickens get out, but wish they'd figure out how to get back in. Luke says, Chicky Slicky. Silly. Diagrams of barrows. Various types. Very cool. Creepy green man sketch. Set him free, the ancient one awakes. More claws. A Korok? Upside down acorn with horns? I don't know, kind of looks like a Korok. Luke, professional opinion? No clue. Yeah. Lunar month. Stuff about the moon. Cool. Okay. Found a ripped up paper. Oh man. My briefcase combination. Code is now reset. I've used a solution that can be found on my Jeep's number plate. Didn't write that down. Boomer says pineapple. Luke says demon pineapple. Yeah. I have it. I have uncovered the seal. Wait a minute. This is from today. Oh dear. Would this be why there's now a force field? Okay, I have it. I have uncovered the seal. It is shattered in fragments. The bronze is muddied and dull, but the pattern is clear. No one should have it. With the artifact removed from the barrow, he will be free once more. No one will be left. We will all be judged. It is too late. We have forgotten the offerings, and now his hunters gather, closing in for the final judgment. I fight the calling. The whispers call me up the hill. What have I done? The madness burns inside my mind. I have dishonored him. I believed I was performing a great task, but it has been revealed as pure folly. The 2 pieces of the broken seal are now scattered about the hill, and without them he will not rest again. I had one of the 2 artifact fragments here at the service station. Should it be needed, I made a note of the position. It is the one and only place that GPS device appears to work. Oh. 2778.446 by 7854.445. Even these coordinates are hopelessly inaccurate. At least the stupid machine is consistent. If only I could understand what was needed to heal the pain, to complete the ceremony. What could the offerings be? Can my research shed light on this dark task? I fear the knowledge may have been lost centuries ago. There is no hope. I must get away. I must get away now. The hunter is coming. The master's servant deals death and destruction. The woods are not safe. I must leave the hill before it's too late. Yeah, he's not doing good. Oh, actually can't even pick up that one. And like soil samples, I guess.
July 28th. progress where the dig goes well, despite the recent arrival of protesters. They have been causing havoc in the night, stealing and breaking much of our equipment. Strangely, they decided not to touch the one already broken thing, that laughable GPS unit. I have fixed up some wireless cameras and configured my PDA, allowing me to easily watch the dig site. Now that we have verified the stones have been standing for such a long time, I'm looking forward to uncovering what lies forgotten.
There we go.
September 21st. I returned to the trench in the Barrow this evening, out of the prying eyes of my assistant. I knew today that we had excavated within layers of something. I dug further and found 2 artifact fragments at the bottom of the trench. Then the voices of my nightmares in my mind. I have taken the artifacts, pieces of a seal, a key, and hidden them away. No one will find them now. I have scattered them. The voices told me no one will know what they are or where they came from. That nearby ruin continues to sink into the swamp. One of those artifacts will be very well hidden.
Okay. So Swamp Ruin has the other one. Okay.
What is going on? I found myself standing by the altar stone, pages of my study notes scattered around me, charred, ruined. How can this be? I no longer feel in my right mind. I have hidden one of the artifact fragments close by, under my own watchful gaze. Why am I compelled to do these things? What force is driving me? I feel as though I've lost control. I made a note of the artifact's position before my mind fully cleared, and I forgot once more. I awoke as if from a daydream, yet it was nightmarish. In my hand were pages of gibberish and strange scribbled drawings. The stones call to me, and yet I can't hear the words clearly. What is it they need? What offerings do they ask me to bring them? It's alive and watching. It sees all. It slumbered for centuries, waiting to be awoken once more to judge. A sentinel from ancient times. The stones are its guardians and protectors. The broken key, the seal I removed. Now the sentry begins the hunt. What have I done? What have I done? July 28th.
Okay. So, yeah, he's not doing good. I mean, he's now a pile of ash, so not gonna get better or worse, but yeah, he not do good. Alright, we need to see his license plate.
Give me a call on 585 2131.
Okay, his license plate is 4X
BHR.
68578. Okay. So let's actually check out the other room first, because I think his
From top of the
phone
world, fabulous.
should be working
15.3
again.
BHR.
Okay. Phone is charged. Now we can check out the briefcase. Okay, hold up. I have to close chat for just a second so I can do math. Calculator. 6, 8, 5, 7, 8 times 4. Two, 7, 4, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Thank you, Luke. Okay. So 2, 7, 4, 3, oop, 1, 2. Okay. Ooh, paleobotany report. The material recovered from inside the Trench 4 pottery beaker has been analyzed. Right, hold up. So, Trench 4. Amongst material which was supplied as a base soil comparison, we've revealed the following organic items. There are samples of crushed and complete seeds, both large and small, the first of which have been identified as belonging to a member of the Quercus tree species. What is that? Species of the second smaller seed types have yet to be identified due to deterioration. However, their original outer fruiting bodies have stained the surrounding material and seed casing with a red tone. At present, we can only say that they were small red berries. During microscopic analysis of the above seeds, we found a large mass of fungus spores. As yet, their species is also unidentified, but due to the strata of the compacted material, the spores have come from material which was added at the same time the seeds were crushed into the pot. Okay. Okay. Tray 1. Oh, Trench 1. Okay. Coated with a tar-like black substance. Filled with oil. Okay. So Trench 1 was oil. Trench 2. Native fruits. Blackberry, gooseberry, and pear. Gooseberry, pear, and twice as many blackberry. Trench 3. Bone fragment. Bone fragments are scientific names. Yay. Yes. But if I see these later, I can look them up. Oh. Right. 4. Paleobotany thing. Trench 5 had barley. 6 sodium chloride. Okay. Seven. They didn't find anything. But the pot looked like it had been exposed to moisture. Boomer says, I can't spare any grain. I barely have enough for myself. But tis. Okay, so 7. Water. 8. Bone fragments and charcoal remains were found among the solid soil samples. I believe that's the Sentry Stone one. The magnetic reading of the soil is not coherent with material which had burnt in situ, suggesting that the remains were added or drawn into the area having been combusted elsewhere. We are unable to obtain a date. Okay. So red berry and spores. All right, have a good day, Boomer. It was good to see you again. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Okay, well, and then just a letter confirming that Lucy was working for him. Okay, so I think that's the best we're gonna get from there. I wonder why we can look at that. Like, we modeled it, we might as well use it. Okay, oh yeah, I should be able to use this. Oh, no signal. Oh, maybe I wonder if I can like plug it into the tower. Let's see. Oh, it's away somewhere. There we go. Ah, okay. So it needs to be between 8:30 and 8:65. 8:30 to 8:65. Okay. And it's currently at 7:17. So this one does plus 200. This one does. Ooh, 7, 17. So 50, negative 50, I think. Plus 5. Negative 400. Oh boy, we're gonna be doing a lot of math. Plus 50. Negative 200. Yeah. Oh, plus 300, I think. Minus 450, I think. Plus 400 and minus 5. Okay, so if I bring it down by 200, up by 300, up by 50, down by 5, it's 862. And we have a signal. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's try calling BHR. Hello? Emma?
Hello, caller. You're through to BHR. We're off air right at the moment. There will be... What the? Oh, my God. What's that? Calm down, Wincy. Wincy! Stop it. Down, Wincy. Who's there? Who's out there? Stop it. Wincy, calm down. Wincy! Come here. Where are you going? Wincy? Wincy! 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 Oh my God! What the hell? Oh my! Wincy!
Or Wincy. Okay. Also, can we call a cab? 2, 6, 5, 6, 6. Yep.
You're through to Babs Cab's voicemail. The office is currently closed. If you want to make a booking, please leave a message and your phone number, and we shall get back to you.
Welp. Okay. I'm gonna check on Ben. How's Ben doing?
No, no, don't see me. Stop looking. I'm not here. No, no, no. Help!
He's been better.
Oh no! Oh no! Ah!
Rock moves fast. Okay. Go back around to the back of the building. And there's a giant hole in the wall where the office window had been. R.I.P. Ben. That's a big yuck. Luke says now he's a has-been. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a kitty! Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no more Ben. Okay. Pictures. What, can we call the lotto? We won the lotto. It's 40695. Okay, blackberry, apple, pear, and gooseberry. Okay. So we can make one of our offerings from the fruit juice vending machine. Oh, found batteries. Blank paper.
Hi guys, it's Maggie here. Are you there? Pick up if you are. I'm afraid I won't be able to make it into work today. I know Carol is away, but I feel really ill. I don't know where I caught this cold. I was fine yesterday. Anyway, I'll try and call you again later.
The ancient land has awoken. Balance must be restored.
The ancient something is awoken. Balance must be restored. Got it. Working on it. Can I call the lotto people? 64065.
Welcome to the Scratch Card Winners Hotline. Congratulations, you have won a fabulous prize. Please hold the line and you will be transferred soon to one of our operatives.
I don't think they're gonna transfer me. I just have this hunch.
Congratulations, you're a scratch card prize winner.
Yeah, no, they're never gonna transfer it. Oh, we have tapes. We can roll them back. Okay, CCTV. That might be us? I don't know. How about this one? It's either us or Ben. Hard to tell from this distance. No, I think that was Ben. Okay, those are around 1957. Okay, yeah, that would be Ben. Oh, and the power. Oh! Okay, so the power went out when the Century Stone awoke and murdered a whole family at the gas pump. Just zap. Zap. Bye-bye. All right then. That's lovely. Okay, let me unlock that so I can get back in that way. And there's a backyard out here. Okay. What do we got out here? Whoop. Anything good? Mini casino. Okay. Luke says, what a way to go. The last thing you see is a levitating rock flying at you and then hello, pearly gates. Yup. Okay. We found a piece of junk. That could be useful. Oh, busted ladder. Can we climb it? Sort of. Yes. Okay, we are on the roof. What can we do on the roof? Ah, roof of the garage. New location. Black hand. So, aww, another kitty. Visit Cornwall. After this? Chess piece. Ooh. Now we have an offering cup full of oil.
The ancient land has awoken. Balance must be restored.
Okay. That's chill. How do we get down from here? Ah, ladder. Big spider. Nope. Okay, I don't know how much is going to be useful back here. Yeah, Winter Ladies declaring that a nope. Luke says maximum squash. Cool old car. Is there any way for me to open this up? There we go. Ah. I've not found a key yet. That might let me into the, whatever it is. Cash register. Can't search the still smoldering ash pile. So, options are go to the dig or look for Wincy. I think I'm gonna look for Wincy. Oh, yeah, no more Wincy. Okay, I really need to take a quick break though. Can I? Yes, there we go. Oh. The swamp location is like my favorite. Okay, I need to take a quick break. So we're gonna go to the main menu. I'll save my game too, just in case. Alright. Main menu. I'm gonna put up the be right back screen and I'll be right back. Whoop. Okay, and I am back. Resume. Okay. Oh. There we go. To get my blanket situated. Finally starting to feel like fall, and I'm so excited. I love the swamp location. It's so pretty. There we go. So we found BHR, but it's on air with nothing playing. Door's just hanging open on its hinges. Transmema. Self-assembly metal detector. Aw, Wincy's dog bed. Okay, let's see if we can put the metal detector together. From what I remember, there's like one piece that doesn't want to fit anywhere that it looks like it should. Ah. Oh, this time I get it. Okay. And we did find batteries. There they are. Okay, perfect. Now we have a metal detector. Okay. Alright, I don't think we're gonna need much of that. She was apparently growing her own mushrooms. Okay. Still don't know what kind of mushrooms we're gonna need, though. Can't remember if any of the tapes do anything. Password. Let's guess Wincy. Not Wincy. At least not in all caps. There it is. Just needs to be lowercase. Roy asks if the mushrooms are psychedelic. I don't know. No internet connection. Okay. Recent developments have seen the geographical area return to a floodplain, a swampy area in which the local rivers pour during heavy rainfall. Okay. Mountain cake. Boop. A cupcake-sized raised sponge. Alright. And she bought the metal detector on Totally Not eBay. There's the weatherman that she's been checking. Ooh, common and scientific names. Yes, we'll need this. Okay. Sodium chlorides, we just need table salt for that one. About the rest of these. Oh, cod. the fish one had cod. And haddock. So I think it had fish and mushrooms in it or something. Whoop. We'll come back. Poor Wincy. Whoop. There we go. Right? Well, it worked last time I put it in. How did I break it this time? We figured it out. Seriously, what on earth am I getting wrong? And now it's correct. It's the same thing. Alright. Is there another one that we were looking for? Where's this? Oak. Okay. Oak seed is acorn, right? So that one had like an acorn, some kind of red berry, and some kind of mushroom or something. Right, we can come back if we need to. Wow, people are getting very excited about their flavored coffee drinks. I do flavored hot cocoa. Oh. Let's see. For personal blog. Each day when I arrive at Barrow Hill, I expect to find the Winnebago has sunk below the swamp water. Ever since they restored the course of the old river, this place feels like it has been sinking. The ruins are falling down more every day. Soon the chapel will have disappeared beneath the murky waters, lost forever. Wincy seems to be very excited today. I stopped off at the service station and bought a mountain cake for her after taking a quick walk up to the Barrow. Wincy does seem to have a sweet tooth. Perhaps she would rather the cake had little dog biscuits on top rather than chocolate drops. Yeah, maybe. The metal detector I bought online finally arrived. I knew it wouldn't have batteries, but I thought I'd at least have some instructions on how to put the stupid thing together. I don't know why I bought it now. I think I was feeling a little adventurous, what with all the archaeological buzz around the hill. It's infectious. It appears I didn't need the metal detector anyway. Whilst I was up at the stone circle earlier today, I noticed the archaeologists have just opened a trench into the barrow itself. I couldn't resist poking about whilst nobody was there. I know I shouldn't have, but I couldn't resist it. I certainly didn't expect to find anything. I kicked the dirt about with my foot, and there it was, some kind of artifact. Whatever it is, it feels heavy. The item is colored a dull bronze tone with patterns carved into the surface. The artifact appears to have broken off of something larger. Oh, she took it with her. Doesn't say where she left it. Pictures of Wincy everywhere. Okay. Wonder how I'm supposed to find out which mushrooms I need. Alright, let's see if we can make our way to the chapel. That thing's cool. I like the old cross. Just the ruins of the chapel in general are just so cool. Mrs. First doesn't like coffee, but she does like tea. I don't like coffee, and I'm not really a tea drinker either. I like hot chocolate. Oh, there's a face. Easter egg. Okay, he said it was near the chapel, right? Oh. Whoop. There we go. He weeps from the earth at the nightmare he sees. Our new version of this world was not part of the pact. In ancient times he was proud of us and we honored his name, understanding the ways of the land. In his absence, we made offerings to show ourselves as the guardians of the gifts passed down to us over generations. We respected the truth and cared for the territory he so generously guarded, yet we have turned away in ignorance and he watches us with a vengeful sorrow. Yeah, dude, not good. Okay, done with that. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I'm not a big hot drink fan. I like cold drinks. Hot chocolate is my one exception, and that's pretty rare. There's another face. Oh. My phone is ringing.
I tried to leave. Like you, I tried. After you called. I tried to leave. Something's drawing me back. Back inside the circle. Every time I try to leave, a barrier in my mind forces me back up the hill. I can't. It's going to get me. It came for me. When she distracted it. Oh my god, poor Wincy. She saved me. It turned her into nothing. Worse than nothing. It was just flesh. Burning flesh. She saved my life. But it's still the hunter. It was watching from the darkness and it came. It came for me. Why me? Why me? Why me?
Okay. Let's see. Alright. Let's head up to the Barrow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, no sentry stone. Okay. Okay, we're not dead. um. Okay. Just people mad about the dig, the usual. Fun detail. I was hoping to find more stuff up here. Ooh, I think this is the path to the altar stone. So aesthetic. Da-da-da, buried pots. They were asked if they would find evidence of the druids. He doesn't believe in druids? Okay. I mean, I'm playing as a druid, but that's different. Very different kind of druid. Oh, there's a handprint on that. Do we want to touch it? Questionable. Okay. Oh gosh, he talks to me in my sleep. I hear him breathing. I see the hunt begin. Ugh. Okay. Desperately he searches the stones. They return us to him. They return us to the earth. They nourish as the strength builds. Standing over time, they watch as the centuries go by, as culture and civilization has changed, fallen and regrown to what we see today. Under our modern name of progress, have we become more ignorant and foolish? I question that. Its mind searches the land he sees through others, looks for the gifts he left us to guard and to use. Do we remember what he and those like him taught us? Okay. Ooh. Cool hole. Ooh, I can put the headlight lens in it. GPS, blah blah blah. Where is the GPS? I haven't found it yet. Okay. Here. Okay, let's look at the handprint again. Don't think I can do anything with it. Oh. Found the edge of the force field. Okay. And it looks like I can't take a closer look at the altar stone. Well, what's that supposed to do then? Wait, there we go. I can look from this side. Ah, okay, that's where I need to put the seal when it's finished. Need the other pieces though. Where'd Emma put the piece that she took? Alright, let's make our way all the way up to the barrow. Great, it's got creepy music. They look like they have faces in them and I don't like it. Oh. Estimated from the Bronze Age. That's about it. Okay. So, now what? Didn't really find anything new. Oh, we have the lantern. We can go in here. Oh. Welcome one and all to the Well of St. Annika, a place of magic and spirituality. Enjoy your time here in this place and leave your messages in the book. Ah, from Elsie. Okay, Right, lots of people coming to visit. Different candles supposed to do different things. Oh my gosh. Carol was not impressed. He thought it was cool. Oh, water blessing. Ah, okay. Ah, so the offering with water in it needs like holy water, basically. Oh. People do still remember that that goes to the Henrik stone. Interesting. It's so pretty. Pretty there. There's a face. That one's a painting though. Annika's well is just so pretty. Okay. So I need to figure out what mushrooms I need and which candles to light. Oh, wait a minute. I need to figure out how to get into the... Oh. There we go. I need to figure out how to get into the cash register.
The ancient land has awoken. Balance must be restored.
Okay. That's 2. This thing give me the information I need. I don't know, green and purple? I don't know, I seem to remember another color being involved. Okay. We'll see what I can figure out. Dryad slumber. Ah, we can sit in the chair. That's nice. Sit in the chair while we look at our little book. It's this dryad thing. Poisonous, whatever it is. Ah, there we go. Amanita something. Oh, causes organ failure and hallucinations. That's nice. So maybe Amanita or the mystery mushroom? I don't know, man. We're getting to the point, I think, where I will need to check a walkthrough to keep going. Alright. Let me check this out again. Oh, man. Okay. 2, 7, 4, 3, 1, 2. Okay. It's that one. So an oak, some kind of red berry, and a bunch of mushrooms. Really all it's got. Yeah. Okay. I wonder where we can find some barley. Oh, I know where we can find salt. So there's that. All right. I can collect salt. Whoop. Okay.
The ancient land has awoken. Balance must be restored.
Okay. So we've got 3 out of the 7. We still need the fruit. Water, barley, and the mystery thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's another location that I haven't seen yet. I know it's here. But where? Well, I can harvest mushrooms. I just don't know which ones I need and what to do with them yet. Can I not go back up here somewhere? I thought there was a path. You know what, maybe that's in the second game, because the second game is like the same place but different. So... Pretty sure there's a barn somewhere though. Oh, there we go. Yeah, alright. Also a very cool location. Okay, hop, up we go. So... so this is where the protesters had their base. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Well, I hope we didn't die. Oh, something in here is squeaking. I'm not a fan. Alright, let's head back up here so we can check out the stuff that we missed. Okay. Yeah, that's lovely. Ooh, neat. Acorns. Okay, I need that. Compass. It doesn't work. A stopwatch. Binoculars. Trevor Spencer. Esteemed archaeologist. Ha! I found out today that the ancient site at Barrow Hill is going to be dug up by an archaeologist called Conrad Morse. How he got permission, well, I have no idea. I've been spreading the news at college. Of course, the protesters are in college. Something has to be done. We're going to get together and stop them. Made our first visit to Barrow Hill. It took a while to find. It's not featured on any maps. Oh, so they're not actually locals. They're bored college students. It's not locals who are protesting this. Okay. It's not featured on any maps. It's no excuse. I hate destruction performed in the name of archaeology. We will search for a base camp on our next visit. There has to be a good lookout. Finished the leaflet design today during media studies. Mrs. Burkett didn't notice the old prune. Mark is staying behind at college tonight and tomorrow to print off as many copies as he can. Good to know my college fees are good for something. Print away. We return to Barrow Hill and have set up our base camp in a barn halfway to Witchwood. Barry is meant to be driving his van up tomorrow with some more leaflets. They will need folding. Sarah and Mark are handing them out at college and will visit St. Awful Shopping Center to drum up interest. It's been raining so much, but I've kept an eye on the archaeologists. Vandals! They have been moping and miserable between downpours. Perhaps it's nature's way of protecting the circle. Conrad Morse has been visiting the circle and the altar stone during the storms. He's always muttering to himself. He carries his notebook all the time, scribbling away. Scribble, scribble. No doubt he's planning which part of the site to maim next. I tried to get a couple of photos, but the weather makes it impossible. Spotted Conrad's assistant walking down the west road. He went to look at that overflowing well. I let him go about his business and returned to the barn. I am very worried about the floor. It creaks alarmingly, and I fear it's unstable. I should be careful where I step. Did a quick wreck up by the stone row as it was getting dark. Conrad went rushing up past me. I thought I'd blown it, but he ignored me and scampered down to the altar stone like a madman. He shouted something I couldn't understand. Maybe he was drunk. I could smell whiskey. Found a spade stuck into the barrow, have thrown it deep into the bushes. Ha! They won't find that one anytime soon. Barry drove past and said he would pop back later and take over night watch. The rain has started again, rattling on this tin roof. It will end soon, I hope. It hasn't discouraged the local wildlife, as a rather perky squirrel came up through the barn window and left some acorns on the sill. Went to get breakfast at the service station with Cafe with B. Brought some more leaflets with him. Sarah's joining us later. She's bringing up some cardboard and posts to make placards. Going to hold another protest march tomorrow up to the circle and back. She told B she would call the newspapers, too. Things are hotting up. Spied on Conrad near the circle, scratching at the ground with his own hands like some kind of burrowing animal. He's clearly crazy. Let's see. Climbed up the hill to the circle. Woods are rather frightening in the dark, like something out of a horror movie. You don't say. We observed Conrad from the edge of the mound. He seemed to be arguing with himself and walking from stone to stone. We snuck away after a while. He's getting creepy. Yes. Yeah, I knew it was like reconnoiter, but I could not figure out how to pronounce it. Oh, we were all woken up by the strangest sound, a dull rumble or scraping sound. Then the barn floor started to shake. It didn't seem like machinery or passing traffic. Oof. Woke up very tired after last night. I don't think any of us went back to sleep properly. We're going to walk up to the service station once the paint is dried. Barry's already waiting up there in his van. Hopefully a reporter from the papers and some new recruits will turn up, especially with all those leaflets we've handed out. I'll be glad to never fold another leaflet in this lifetime. Barry thinks we should paint a sign onto the standing stones. We have to make our voice heard. We can't let the ancient site be destroyed any further by those crazy archaeologists. All is set. Tonight is the night. We will save the stones. They're going to save the stones by spray painting them. To save them from the archaeologists who are trying to take scans of them. That sounds like realistic logic. The others don't know, but I have a strange feeling of dread. I can't place it, nor can I shake it. What could possibly go wrong? Maybe I've been watching the stones too long. Perhaps I'm delusional, but I would swear I saw the sentry stone move as dusk was falling. Yeah. Oh. Can we see anything? Or no, because it's too dark. Ah. We can see the standing stones and the creepy music is playing. That's nice. Okay. Canned goods. Stop the dig. Blah, blah, blah. Camera. Oh. Random photos. As well. Okay. Didn't see any clues. Right. Is that everything there is to look at up here? They made a lot of those little pamphlets. Somewhere there should be like a piece of tubing or something. I believe. Because I need to make a way out of here. Alright, so I'm missing something somewhere. So can I find a piece of tubing? cool window. Yeah. Game does have really good creepy vibes. Like, it's creepy without being gruesome or anything. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I need anywhere. So I think I'll need to check a... Nope, there it is. I just had to say that I was going to check the walkthrough. Yeah, we'll just blowtorch it out. Beautiful. Okay. Boom. Indeed. Okay. I don't know how much more of this game we have. Oh, wait, call from Emma.
Something happened tonight. There are forces at work. Maybe I know why. You're real, aren't you? It wasn't you. I realise that. I've watched you. You do know it's following you too. First it watches, and then lures you in. The voices in the mind. Whispers on the wind. Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Hey Benjamin, welcome back. How's the house cleaning been going? Okay, so I don't think Emma's doing well if she's hearing the whispers on the wind. Oh, almost done. Awesome! Oh no. Ah, saving the bathroom for tomorrow then. Oh, sweet. Well, I can look at the vacuum cleaner, but I can't do anything with it. Okay, when you say writing and recording a script, do you mean for your next YouTube video? Is there anything in here that I can use? Nice. I guess I could try going to Annika's well. See if I can figure that puzzle out. There's several, like, I just don't think I have the stuff to solve the puzzle. I might check the walkthrough, but the thing is, I've found several walkthroughs for this game over the years, and they'll all tell you, like, what the solution to the puzzle is, but not where you're supposed to find it. Alright. Chronolite. Blue, red, green, brown, purple. Green. Brown. Purple. That's my theory. Nope, wrong. I wasn't planning on it. Okay. Blue. Green. Brown. Oh. Oh. Okay, I feel like if I got it right, they would stay lit. So, I don't know. See, I don't know how much of the game I have left. So I don't know, like, how much I'll do on Monday. Winter Lady says, give him the mushy peas. Maybe rocks like that. We do kind of know what each of the rocks wants. I'm just not sure how to get the last few. So... Yeah. I'm gonna pull up the walkthrough real quick. Let's see. Oh dear. Okay. Wow, they really made this one hard to find, didn't they? Okay, we got that far. We have that. What else? Okay, there we go. I found one of the things I was missing. Because I could swear that you can look at the file cabinet in the office, and I couldn't figure out how earlier, but apparently you can, so I just need to try harder. Okay. Oh, that's bright. There it is. Okay, I was coming at it from the wrong angle. Ah, room 1's code. 592. Ooh, malt. That should be our barley, right? Maybe we need to find the flask. You can sit in the chair next to the pile of ash that used to be a person, formerly known as Ben. Okay, well, we have the code to room 1 now. So it was 592. Here we go. Okay. Paintbrush, which apparently we don't need. Stored some artifacts. Aha! The GPS. Anything else? Alright, well, let's try using the GPS. Said he hid it somewhere around the service station, right? And it was in the only place where this thing works. Yeah, as soon as we find the piece, I think I'm just gonna save it and call it. And we'll finish it on Monday, and I'll figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of Monday's stream once the game's over. Benjamin says putt-putt. That's not spooky season themed. Where does this thing lead? I keep thinking it's somewhere else. Like, not around the service station? But I think I'm wrong about that. Right? We're looking for the one spot where the GPS works. Which he said was near somewhere around the service station. I thought it wasn't, but I couldn't find anything there, so maybe he was telling the truth. Okay, what about... I haven't checked the gas station or the garage yet. Okay. I think I will just, like, call it here. I'll check the walkthrough if there's anything that's too annoying for me. But we'll be back on Monday and we'll find it then. Alright, let's save the game. Boop. Alright, so calling it here. We'll be back Monday at 6 o'clock Eastern, usual time. And on Tuesday, I'm going to be streaming earlier than usual, probably 3 o'clock Eastern. So I'll update everything, you know, as I do. So thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful autumn equinox. So glad you're able to spend this time with me, our nice little spooky season kickoff. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye, everybody.